Hello traders, this is YourStockAlert.com here today to bring you a video chart of WMNS, Westmont Resources Inc., which trades on the pink sheets. First thing we're going to identify is lines of support and lines of resistance. As we can see, we have pretty strong support around 0.03 for a first line. Now we're going to go ahead and look at the short-term resistance. And let's see, we have resistance a little lower. We have heavy resistance right about 0.0799. So for all intents and purposes, that's going to be 0.08. And of course, just because 0.064 represent 100%, that level is also going to be resistance. So let's just draw this line right at about 0.064. We'll make that line a bit thinner. Alright. One thing to note is that this stock has been in a downtrend lately, as we can see. In fact, let's just clear. So we can see the stock's been. Here's the first downtrend. As we can see, the stock recovered a little bit up to about 0.23. Then we had a second downtrend. And since then, the stock has consolidated a little bit, risen slightly, and is still in consolidation mode. This is important to note because this tells us that WMNS does in fact rise, and when it does rise, it rises very well. In fact, we can see the bottom at 0.08 rose to the top of 0.23 for over 100% gains, just about 300% gains. However, the thing to note is that after that rise, the stock has a tendency to fall. The great thing about WMNS for right now is that, as we can see, it recently just peaked, and now it's currently started to fall around here, around the area of 0.03. We believe the stock is bottoming out at 0.03, and here we are at 0.032, which doesn't leave us a lot of room to fall. We believe that at this level, just given the prior history of hitting a bottom and then bouncing, that WMNS does in fact have a chance to bounce, and bounce strongly. As we can see in the past, those bounces, in fact, let's look at here, 0.04. Let's just circle that out. As we see, 0.04 was the most recent bottom. When it decided to rise, it was able to rise all the way up to about 0.08. So as we can see, each bounce gives just about 100%. The one thing to note is that we do have relatively low volume, as we can see. So entering very heavy positions would be ill-advised. Still, a smaller position could net a substantial profit in a short amount of time. One indicator we're going to look at now is the RSI. As we can see, the RSI for this stock unfortunately stays close to the oversold levels at about 0.30, bouncing as high as 0.39, but usually staying around, 30, not 0.30, but usually staying around the 30 range, never actually going above 50. And that's evident just because of this long downtrend. So as we can see, this isn't this type of stock that continuously rises over a long period of time. However, that still shouldn't discourage traders from attempting to profit from the stock, simply because we don't need to ride it for a long period of time. We can simply catch the bottom and ride it all the way up to the top. Judging by the trend of this downtrend, we're guessing that the new top, even though resistance is at 0.08, the new top should be a bit lower than the old top, so we're guessing that the new top would be probably around 0.06, 0.064. Looking at the MACD, which usually we take great interest in, as we can see, it's been so lackluster that the MACD doesn't mean much at the moment. However, it is technically bullish, but as we can see during this downtrend, that MACD does not mean much in this particular stock. In conclusion, your team at yourstockalert.com thinks that the stock is reaching its bottom at 0.03, which, as we can see, is the lowest it's fallen within the last 4 months, and we think around the level of 0.03 there's a good chance the stock will attempt to bounce. Because the stock tends to bounce at least 100% in the past from each downtrend, we believe that the new peak of this stock will be around 0.064 before it runs into trouble. As always, traders, use proper trade management, pick your entry and exit points before the trade, and always stay calm as you go throughout your trading. This is yourstockalert.com signing out.